Brendan, you've been an incredibly successful skip at a very young age, but I want you to take me back to 2012. You win the Canadian Junior Championship, you win the World Junior Championship, and then you step off the plane and win the CIS Championship for the University of Alberta. Can you tell us a little bit about that year and how it kind of set you up for the next stage of your skipping career?
Yeah, that year was just amazing. I think we got on a little bit of a roll there in the new year, which I think is what you have to do any year. You go on and win a whole bunch of big stuff. It was really at the end of it, we were just in auto drive though. All three of those spiels were within a couple weeks of each other, and the World Juniors and the CIS was back to back. So just get on a roll, hope you can stay on that high before it all comes crashing down. And it was a pretty awesome spring that year, and it set me up, but you know, playing the next few years in men's sort of put me back in my place.
Did you know that you would be successful as a skip, or at what point did you realize, like, hey, I can do this?
I've been super competitive forever, and I've only ever skipped. So there's a lot of guys and girls that have moved around, and I've only ever played skip. So it was sort of skip or bust for me. I feel like by the time I got through juniors, and luckily it's been successful so far.
Now you touched on the first few years in men's and how hard they are, right? A young team, you get beat up by the experienced teams. So what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated to get there? Is there one thing in particular you really want to win, or what is it that keeps you motivated?
Yeah, you know, when I was growing up in junior curling, it was always the Brier. It was, you know, you're watching Kevin and you and Randy and then Kevin Cooey and all the big names of curling make it to the Brier, and that was the one big thing I always wanted to get to. And I remember playing so many shots as a junior, just pretending it was my shot to go to the Brier. And I think that's what kept me going those first few years, and then we got our first taste of it a couple years back, and ever since then I've just wanted to keep getting back, and it really gives you that extra little bit of drive that you need to put in all the time to keep going.
We've got more questions for you, but first, let's get back to the golf.